J-Dog. What's up? What's up, Sunlight? How's it going, Jeremy? James, what's up? I am tired. That's how I'm doing. I literally was asleep 3 minutes before this show came on. I almost didn't get up. No, you're good. It's just starting. It's a big deal.
This Sunday, as we return to Wembley Stadium in just 4 days' time. And right now,
James, they're in Glasgow.
To kick off our broadcast by hearing from the challenger.
Will.
The winner of the 2026 Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament, the Aerial Assassin, Will Ospreay.
The most pivotal.
Yeah, I saw a few things online. Nothing too crazy, though.
And I think he's ready. I think you can look at him and see that he is ready. Forget about any injury, any
crap.
Forget about his time.
It's going to be a struggle, I'm not going to lie. I am tired. I did not sleep good last night.
Oi, Glasgow, what you saying? How are we? Lads.
Ospreay, 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 Ospreay.
Thank you so much, guys. It's been a year since we last talked. I was going in for surgery. A year has gone by, a lot of ups, a lot of downs, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, a lot of doubt. I doubted if I could ever get back to this position after the surgery. And then if I ever came back, could I win the big one?
Don't call me a raccoon!
Thanks, Micah.
Took it too far. I meant trash, man.
People keep asking me what is it like to be the British wrestler fighting for the most important championship in the world of professional wrestling. And to understand that, you need to understand what it's like to be a British wrestler. See, long before AEW and long before New Japan Pro Wrestling, this is where I started in this country, up and down, England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland. I made the flipping towns, bruv.
Okay.
And then you throw yourself on this ring, beams and boards from Friday to Sunday. You look at your wage packet, and it weren't even enough to pay your rent. So what do? I get up Monday morning, 6 a.m., and I take myself to work on building sites. And I done that every single day, bruv.
What's up, Joe?
I grafted for this, mate. All to fly the flag for the UK. All to represent every single fan
Then you
that's
better be a
seen from
wrestler,
the top of the
James.
country all the way to the bottom. All to show people that the UK truly is where the best wrestle.
Hell yeah. I love the
And a
UK
lot of
wrestling
people would
scene.
have hated it. Me, I loved it. I loved being in the foxhole with boys and girls that were following the same dream that I wanted. I love learning from the icons of British wrestling like Doug Williams, Greg Burridge, Mark Haskins, Jody Fleisch. I love paying tribute to the ones that aren't here anymore. Guys like Chris Travis, Ryan Smile, Mad Kurt, and Scotland's own Lionheart.
So Will's out giving us a love letter to UK wrestling. Crowd's loving it.
all in the name to find out if I really am the best. And being honest, when you mention the best in the world, it's really hard to look past
I know,
our
James.
AEW World Champion, Kenny Omega. Now, fair. Now, Kenny Omega is not here tonight. But that's fine, I know you're watching at home. I want you to know something. There isn't a man alive that respects you more than me. Up and down, you have done matches all across the world, your accomplishments, your accolades. There is no one that has been better as a wrestler in this decade than Kenny Omega, and I'm fine with saying that.
James, right?
But all that respect went out the window the moment that you mentioned my son.
That was a mistake, Kenny. Douchebaggy Kenny is here.
Needs a new hero after I lose to you. That ain't gonna happen. Because I got some promises that I gotta make to you and every single person watching. Promise being this Sunday, you're getting the Billy Goat for sure.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm so excited
Sunday,
for this
I'm
matchup.
gonna give you the match of your life, bruv. Sunday, that stadium is gonna be left with memories of a lifetime. And my promise that I make to you right now is you don't want a man that's looking after a boy.
Jesus.
There. Oh, I'm fired up now, Scotland. Let's go. There is a debt that needs to be paid, mate. There is
Fuck him
a
up,
debt
Osprey. Fuck him
that
up.
needs to be paid, and it's been weighing for far too long. There is a debt from the ones that saw me from the start, from the ones that are here right now, to my mum, to my dad, to my wife, and my boy. It's time to bring it home.
Yeah.
And you, Kenny, are gonna help me show my boy that heroes are just ordinary people that can do extraordinary things. This Sunday, I am taking it
James.
all. Here we.
Will Ospreay
Nice.
riding a
That was
wave
awesome.
of momentum into Wembley Stadium
It's going to be one crazy match Sunday.
for the World Championship clash with Kenny
Possibly match of the year
Omega.
candidate right there.
Less than 4 days away, Will Ospreay challenges Kenny Omega for the AEW World Championship, potentially the highest stakes matchup of either man's career. But kicking off the action tonight.
Oh, yeah, we got
will be
Mox and
a
Claudio
semifinal
tonight.
bout in the Continental Challenge Cup. Who moves on to Wembley? Claudio Castagnoli or Jon Moxley?
Right, James? I'd be okay with that. I mean, they gave France one this year, so... Although it's on a Tuesday. That's really weird.
Your opening contest is a semi-final match in the AEW Continental Challenge Cup set for one fall. Introducing first, from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing 231 pounds, he is the AEW
I saw some lady made a
Continental
Death Rider's
Champion,
jacket she's wearing Sunday
Jon
with the owl logo on the back that they show on the screen.
As is the case with all
For the Death
Continental
Riders and
Challenge
stuff.
Cup matches, there is
And
absolutely no
Marina's
time
gonna
limit. Everyone is
see her
banned
and
from
sign it
ringside. There must be
for her.
a winner. 4 men remain in the tournament, Tony, but only 2 spots at Wembley Stadium, all in London this Sunday.
And of course, the winner will win the first ever Continental
Sure,
Cup
James.
and will become the Continental Champion that Jon Moxley holds right now. That could all end tonight.
Yeah,
Claudio
everybody knows
Castagnoli. What
the
a
Moxley
challenge.
tournament.
If I can use that term.
The Moxley
What a
Cup.
challenge. This is for Jon Moxley to retain.
Jon Moxley's Continental Championship is effectively...
I'm not sure. I can't remember where they said it was, but it's on a Tuesday in Paris.
That
Is when the show
that
is.
We will have a new champion on Sunday. And of course, still to come tonight, the other semifinal match, Nigel McGuinness taking on the Violent Artist, Kyle O'Reilly.
There we
A
go.
spot in the finals on the line in both contests coming up tonight in Glasgow.
Kyle and Nigel. I wonder who's going to win that
And
one.
Tony, Jon Moxley,
I mean, it's got to be Nigel Mox in the final, right?
I think back to the last time he and Claudio Castagnoli shared the ring last year in the Continental Classic. It was Claudio Castagnoli that walked away with the win and the 3 points.
I mean, what if? What if they just had Nigel win it?
Or if you will, the European
I don't like that. And I don't really like Mox. I don't like either of them winning it, but
And let's see what he can do tonight. You know what? One thing about
Yeah, I
this
haven't
match
ordered it yet
Excalibur,
either.
and intimidation's such a big part of Jon Moxley and
I'll
of
probably do it
Claudio.
Sunday before the show's
Neither
on.
man will be intimidated tonight. Look at Jon Moxley. Boy, he knows what's ahead of him. Big, deep breath, and here we go.
And his opponent from Lucerne, Switzerland.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he wears a mask
252
when he
pounds,
comes out.
Claudio Castagnoli.
This past Saturday, Claudio Castagnoli had to go through fellow Death Rider Daniel Garcia. We'll touch more upon that in a moment, but right now, let's head to ringside and Renee Paquette for this
Ring around the
update.
rosy.
It was impossible to get a word with either one of these men today, but I kept it within the Death Riders. Spoke with Danny Garcia. He said Claudio gave me one of the biggest beatings of my life last week, but I've had some of the craziest wars with Jon Moxley since I joined AEW. I think we all know who's going
Space
to win.
Marine.
But whoever does win will be
That is
heading
true.
to All In Wembley Stadium this Sunday, the finals of the Continental Cup.
Thank you very much for that one, Renee. And Tony, I mentioned the last time these two men shared the ring. It was Claudio Castagnoli that got the win, that got the 3 points. But in the Continental Classic last year, it was Jon Moxley that would go on to win the tournament despite the setback to Claudio Castagnoli.
Yeah, this was
Well,
quite the
that's what
tournament.
makes
I mean,
the
it was
Continental
like
Classic so unique, the
half,
round
what,
robin
almost all the Death Riders were in it?
competition This Continental Cup, this was blind draws, and after we found out the 4 men who would be in the semifinals, Tony Khan had
Darren.
another draw, and he came up with members of the Death Riders going
Space Marine
one-on-one,
player.
and there's no doubt for tonight the Death Riders ride separate roads.
And Tony, the interesting thing about the Continental Challenge Cup, the blind draw, is the only match that we will know with certainty in the entire tournament is the biggest one. And by the end of the night, we will know whether it's Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, Kyle O'Reilly, and Nigel McGuinness in the finals.
Great storylines for both. Great. And look at Jon Moxley. Just, I don't know. That look of his, you try to read Jon Moxley. It's very tough, but it seems like he's, well, I know he's always ready for every match.
You can
Maybe
ride
more
separate
so in
roads.
this one.
Slow start to this one. Both men feeling one another out. Moxley looking to interlace the fingers with a Greco-Roman knuckle lock. Claudio Castagnoli going to have the early pinfall attempt by Castagnoli. Castagnoli is going to have a strength advantage on Jon Moxley no matter what.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're just seeing it. Hell, Claudio's so
Only
strong,
place to be on
he can
Wednesday,
win this
hell
thing
yeah.
right now. And remember, like you said, Excalibur, there is no time limit. They'll fight as long as it takes to get a winner.
Castagnoli forcing Moxley to carry his weight. Shrugged the shoulder, broke the pinfall attempt. Daniel Garcia was Claudio Castagnoli's quarterfinal round opponent this past Saturday.
It's
Collision.
Wednesday,
Garcia
James.
won a play-in match on
We
Friday
always
night's
go-
Ring
we
of
always
Honor
go
Death
by
Before
America
Dishonor
time.
pay-per-view after Eddie Kingston was medically disqualified from the tournament. We wish Eddie the best in his recovery. But that opportunity was taken by Daniel Garcia. Castagnoli, though, came up with a victory Likewise, John Moxley 1 week ago defeated Switchblade Jay White in the quarterfinals to earn his spot in the semis tonight.
Well, there have been great matches all through this tournament.
I made poor choices for supper tonight and had
this,
McDonald's.
of course, has been the great compliment to the
chicken
winter
nuggets,
tournament that we have. The Continental Classic,
apple pie
which
frappe
we
thing.
mentioned earlier, round robin
now I
tournament.
feel like
Gotta say,
crap.
this is a great crowd here tonight in Glasgow. And by the way,
Darren,
tickets have been going at a rapid pace for Wembley.
That is true. You guys are
Sunday and
don't wait till Sunday. Get your tickets now.
Exactly.
AEWTIX.com for your chance to join us for the
James, you can
biggest
still get
event
tickets
on AEW's calendar all year, all in London, just 4 days away.
And we understand internet pay-per-view buys have been picking up.
Oh, Claudio takes Moxley down. Now looking for the pinfall again. And Moxley fires that left shoulder up.
Man, what do you do against Claudio on the mat? He is so prolific.
Does that work, James? I've never tried that.
You can't really out-chop him, out-hit him.
Tony, the interesting thing about this match is the Death Riders, we know, train together so extensively as Moxley, the Latigo, into a pinfall attempt that it's got to be tough for Moxley and Claudio to pull out any surprises, anything that the other
Carolina Lions jersey. Oh God,
that's a very good point. Oh boy, John Moxley goes down. Obviously, these and the story with Will Ospreay proved that members of the Death Riders work together.
You don't need a hotel. Just stay up all night.
Oh, Moxley
party.
Yeah, double leg takedown, and now figure 4 leg lock attempted on the outside, trying to go after the vertical base.
Just go in for the day.
Of the tall Swiss Death Rider, Claudio Castagnoli trying to
go back
alleviate some of the pressure. Of course,
train
the match
station
can't finish
or
on the
wherever,
floor.
however you get there.
Submission must take place inside the ring as Claudio, a double leg of his own.
Oh shit!
Castagnoli.
Oh my God! That was a hard hit on the barricade.
Move on to the finals of the Continental Challenge Cup. Stick with us as Dynamite continues.
Well, that sounds ominous, James. Yes, I saw them. I saw all the ugly jerseys. I think most of them are god awfully ugly. I am not a fan. I hate that. I hate the Bears jerseys. They're the Illini jerseys. They look horrible. It'd be cool if they actually let them do cool stuff in the NFL like they do in college, but they don't. Well, then there you go. You just jump on the bus or the train and you just fall asleep, and you can sleep for like 12, 13 hours and you'll be there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there was maybe one or two I actually think I liked. The rest of them were all garbage in my opinion. Yes, Joe. I think everybody knows that. You can't avoid either one of them on the internet, and that's incredibly sad because I really enjoyed both people's work, both of their works. But you're on the edge of the world. That's true. £20. Why? 2-hour drive and then a $200 flight. Who's your faithful handyman? One way. Oh, Jesus. This is kind of a slow match to start off the show, if you ask me. Because both Claudio and Mox, I mean, they have some moments, but for the most part, they're kind of just brawling brutes. I was playing this
round
afternoon
match
for
in
a
the
while,
Continental Challenge Cup.
and
The winner of
they
this
got some new
goes
stuff on there,
on
and I'm
to
like,
All
what the
in
heck's
London.
this?
This Sunday, very close on the horizon, our return to Wembley Stadium and the finals of the Continental Challenge Cup.
Great night here in Glasgow. A capacity crowd on hand, and they are seeing a fight in John Moxley's left arm. Has been the subject of the attack by Claudio.
The intense interest of his fellow Death Rider, Claudio Castagnoli.
Oh, wow.
Uppercut.
Yeah, I have that problem
Moxley
also.
back into the corner.
I keep having to dust a
Moxley
lot
has
of
not looked the
cards.
same since he was launched into the barricade by Claudio Castagnoli just a few moments ago.
Now look at John. Oh, Claudio landed on his
And my
feet.
biggest problem with dusting cards is my cards don't always all show up, so I need to make sure I show them.
Moxley sends Claudio to the outside, and now he's on the move.
I know, I want to keep some of them, right? I guess you're supposed to put those in your binder. But my binder's full because I didn't realize that's what you're supposed to do with them.
Moxley hurting. Here it is again. Watch this.
Mox goes flying. Love it.
That left arm of Castagnoli went hard into the barricade. A thunderous crash here in Glasgow.
Well, I tell you, John Moxley's greatest
You
weapon.
have to keep remembering to check allow all cards, and then it will show everything. Five,
Right
6,
hand raining
7,
down
8, 9, 10,
John
11,
Moxley.
12.
Repeated blows,
Oh.
but Castagnoli, the strength once again coming into play.
Oh, they were getting an Alabama
Attempted
slam, but Mox
Moxley,
reverses it.
Looking for a sunset flip, but Claudio, what strength brings Moxley up? Uppercut. Moxley staggers back. High boot delivered into the jaw.
I've decided I'm
Claudio answers back
basically
one of his own.
collecting like X amount of people on the
Look
men's and X
underneath,
amount of
both men
people
on
on the
the
women's.
both men
And everybody
coming
else, I don't
That
give a
just
shit
shows
about.
you the exchange, during that exchange, how much these two men know each other, how much these two men respect each other, and what a fight we are having here tonight. But who is going to advance is the question. What a
As
battle.
Moxley and Claudio return to their feet, fans. AEW is back in the Bluegrass Status Collision takes over Highland Heights, Kentucky on Saturday, October 3rd. The
Wow,
Truist
James,
Arena.
that is a drive.
And
You are on
then
the
Grand
edge.
Slam France just announced this past
You're like me out in the
Monday,
middle of nowhere.
Our first trip to Paris coming up on Tuesday, October 6th. You can be part of history as AEW brings our action to France on that Tuesday night and return to the Wolstein Center, Cleveland, Ohio on Wednesday, October
bugged.
14th. Winston-Salem,
See, I haven't
North
barely even done the
Carolina.
campaign at all. I keep playing all the other game modes.
LJPM Coliseum on Saturday, October 24th in Chaffetz Arena in St. Louis. All that information and more, AEWTIX.com. Moxley goes down. Castagnoli still on his feet.
It is so hard to keep Claudio down.
I do like on this game though that you can get like people that are no longer with the company with cards, and I'm like,
pulling himself up a lot in
you
this
think they
match.
wouldn't be allowed to
How
do
much
that
can
after
it
so
take?
long?
Oh, Moxley ready for the uppercut that time. Lands the cutter.
Jesus.
And Tony, you mentioned
Nice shades.
before this match began, it was the uppercut of Castagnoli that was John Moxley's undoing. The last time these two men met, Moxley prepared with that backslide attempt into the cutter. Now looking for a Death Rider. Drop step by Castagnoli. He transitions over.
Oh, man.
Now cross. He's got the arm, the Fujiwara arm bar is cinched in. Moxley trying to pivot on his hip to make his way to the ropes. Now up to his knees, rolls through, does Moxley. Castagnoli maintains his grip and brings Moxley up to his feet by his neck.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's a giant
I got,
swing
I think,
around the neck, and
almost all
now
the Charlotte Flairs.
into a sleeper, not a usual move
Some
in
of
the
the Tiffies.
repertoire of Claudio Castagnoli. But Tony, these were the surprises that we were talking about, that these two men who train so extensively together need to break out.
John is
Couple
fighting a little
Chelseas.
hand fighting to get the break. I cannot see
Bunch
how
of
John
Rheas and
Moxley,
Kevin Owens
how he
is-
got this advantage here. Look at this.
Oh, Castagnoli back, or excuse me, it's Moxley now that's reversed Castagnoli from the submission. I don't think Claudio realizes how close his feet were to the ropes.
Yeah,
but
some of the
Moxley
SummerSlam cards are
transitions
really
now looking
strong.
for the cross arm breaker.
Yeah, Claudio, you're right. Claudio can just reach out because he's very tall, as we know. Reach out with those legs.
Those are some really bad fake punches there, Mox. Did you see him?
Moxley attempted to bite the hands, bite the knuckles of Claudio to strengthen out that arm, and now,
Oh my God,
Moxley is looking for
I instantly dust all Liv
a
Morgan
head and arm
cards too.
submission, as well as he attacks the grip of Castagnoli once again.
And Mercedes Sasha Banks
this
cards,
match-
because he
this
still
not
has
a match,
Sasha
this is a
Banks cards
struggle.
on here.
I mean, these two athletes.
Oh, but Claudio frees himself from the triangle and now has Moxley. The giant swing. Round and round goes Mox.
I love when he does a swing.
And Claudio Castagnoli.
I want to see if Claudio
on
can
the
swing me.
Continental Champion.
Moxley noticed he had his
I'd be like,
hands
Claudio, I wanna
around his
go
head,
for a
and he just
swing.
had his arms dangling out back to the head. Let's see.
Claudio
That'd be a good way
Claudio
to
stepped through. Looking for
straighten
the
your back,
sharpshooter,
I
but
would think.
Instead, Moxley countered with a pinfall attempt. Uppercut takes Moxley off his feet
Jesus.
into a pinfall. Two. Moxley able to kick out.
What an uppercut. And give it to John Moxley to come back quickly from that giant swing.
And
He's
a
still
guy named Ty
wobbly,
joined.
but he still has plenty of
Yeah, some guy
offense
named
left.
James kept
Whoa. Or at
messaging me
least he
yesterday
did.
while I was driving and playing.
Claudio.
Because I was driving down the road
The
in the middle of
uppercut
nowhere.
was so powerful
I was like,
that
eh,
it knocked
what the hell?
Moxley out of the ring. Perhaps Moxley's only saving grace in this match, in this tournament, Tony.
Claudio took one step out as
I mean,
we
I
saw.
wasn't doing
You
that.
can
Never
see
mind, I
the,
didn't say that.
Continental Cup right above John Moxley.
As we mentioned, this is different from the group stage of the Continental Classic. It is single elimination in the Continental Challenge Cup. Win or go home.
I like how he fell out by the cup.
Match would punch a man's ticket to Wembley Stadium 4 days from now at All in London. Oh, Moxley down. Paul Turner, the referee, up to 8.
9!
9.
Oh my gosh, he made it. I would have never have guessed.
Vicious stomp on the leader of the Death Riders.
Where the fans erupt on that one. They think this one's about over.
Claudio.
Oh,
Neutralizer.
neutralizer.
Covers. Leg hook. And no!
Oh,
Moxley
shit.
barely escaped. But importantly for Moxley, he did escape.
Yes, he did. He's relentless, Excalibur. And I go back to where Moxley was on the floor. He looked up at the cup a couple of times. I don't know if that gave him motivation or what, but Moxley is still in this thing. How? I don't know.
Claudio pulling off the elbow sleeve. He's winding up that right arm. And
Oh.
Moxley dropped
Oh
to
yeah,
his
totally
back.
part of Mox's plan. Exactly.
Not an elegant counter to the uppercut.
Yeah, but it worked, right?
And Claudio just pulled Moxley up by the back of his pants. He's got the arms crossed, but no. Instead, Moxley out to his feet.
Oh, there we go.
Shift.
Cover him here.
Moxley won. No.
Oh, so close.
Barely a 1 count.
I don't know, Darren. I missed all that when they announced this
Deliver the stomp.
because I was half-ass
The
paying
double
attention,
underhook
but
once again, this time dead.
I feel like that might be the thing, which I kind of hate because I hate cups.
Hooks the leg. And no!
Oh my god.
Claudio kicks out Moxley immediately on the attack, probing for a submission.
I've never been a fan of
Tried
the
2 moves.
cup idea in
His
professional
primary
wrestling.
moves didn't work, and now he's trying to bulldog choke. But look at Claudio stand up.
Claudio carrying the weight of John Moxley, but now he's fading. Moxley switches his grip using the left arm. Can Claudio survive this, knowing the damage that was done to John Moxley's left arm earlier in this match?
He may be out. Yes.
He's out.
Goes out. John Moxley goes
Oh my
out.
god, John Moxley just won. Who would have guessed?
Advancing to the finals, John Moxley!
Can you tell I am being sarcastic?
An absolutely amazing confrontation. I think we expected it, but once you see it, you realize.
When Tony,
what
I
these
think
two
we
men are
expected
made
it.
of.
And we now know the winner of Kyle
Like,
O'Reilly
wh-
and Nigel McGuinness.
why did you make it so
will face
predictable?
John Moxley this Sunday at All in London Live on pay-per-view on HBO Max. That other semifinal match is still to come tonight on Dynamite, but coming up next A gargantuan trios match. The Don Callis family challenge the Rated R Superstar and the Young Bucks next.
So who do you guys think who's going to pop up Sunday at All In? I've heard some different theories. I mean, obviously, some of the popular people. If you could bring one weapon to AEW, what would you bring? Yeah, no one would want to carry a cup around. Good question. I would bring a dart gun, James, just because you can knock people out with one shot. Tony Storm, yeah, we could maybe see Tony. I feel like I know a lot of people are thinking Flamethrower would be a good one. A lot of people are thinking New Day is going to show up with Swerve and cause some chaos, but I don't think it's happening. I got a nail bomb. Oh my God, Joe. Joe wants to murder everybody. A lightsaber, that'd be a good one too. You cauterize the wound. At least they won't die. What else if they're hanging out like? Yeah, that's true. The chainsaw. We've had that a few times. I mean, Terry Funk and Mick Foley had chainsaws before. But yeah, I don't know. I think in the casino match, if Ilya Dragunov showed up, that'd be interesting. I'm not sure when his actual contract was up though, because he doesn't have a no compete because he didn't sign. They didn't re-sign him, but. And oh geez, James. No, we don't do that in this country. That doesn't go over very well. They tried that in WCW and it was not a good look. You'll be a willing participant. Yeah, that's true. They've done a lot of rope and chain hangings. Trash Panda just increased her top tier 8 Randy Orton, it said on my app. Because, I'm now looking at Supercard in between.
Bringing out the stars!
The following trios contest
Dope.
is set for one fall. Introducing first, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing 241 pounds, he's one half of the AEW World Tag Team Champions.
He did, exactly.
Superstar.
And Wheeler Yuta lost that way for the Blood and Guts match, 2 years ago, was it?
And Tony, this next contest was originally meant to be an 8-person tag team.
And MJF tried to do it. Didn't MJF try to do it this Punk in their match? Their chain match.
With Matt and Nick Jackson.
He didn't tap. It wasn't the
I
end.
don't think that surprises anyone the way Christian Cage has approached this tag team match. Adam Copeland looks at it like, you know what? May the best team win.
And we heard Christian Cage said to Adam Copeland a few days ago to let him know that when he's done trusting the Young Bucks, because they have work to do this Sunday at All in London in defending their AEW World Tag Team
That was before your
Championship.
AEW days. You were here, weren't you? Because I was watching it. I was streaming it then. But I've been watching since the beginning, so.
Joining him from Rancho Cucamonga, California.
Okay.
At a combined weight of 417 pounds.
Speaking of guys on their last contract,
Jackson, the
They pretty much said this is their last contract and they're done wrestling. Except for special, probably they'll come for a special occasion. Being full-time wrestlers.
It will be a dream match of generations. The two potentially, debatably, best teams of their respective generations will meet in a tag team battle for the AEW World Tag Team Championship at Wembley Stadium. The Rated R superstar Adam Copeland, Christian Cage will put their titles on the line against three-time former champs Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks.
It's so weird
The
their
Bucks
team.
have the most wins as a duo in AEW history with 130, and now, well, I don't think I need to say more.
And their opponents, the Machine Brian Cage, Jake Doyle, and Rocky Azúcar Romero.
This doesn't even seem like a fair fight.
Once again, springing into action, attempting to spoil the party here tonight. This trios match just 4 days away from All in London. I'm sure Brian Cage, Rocky Romero, and Big Jake Doyle would love to disrupt that AEW World Tag Team Championship match this Sunday coming up.
And we got to see how the Young Bucks and
Ding,
work
ding,
together
ding.
with Adam Copeland. You saw the medal around the chest of Brian Cage.
Wow,
Yes,
the
he
Bucks
is
and
Mr.
Cope are
Nevada.
matching. With the weird green.
An elbow tie-up as Adam Copeland and Jake Doyle start things off for their respective sides. Doyle
Fuck Don
sends
Gallows
Copeland
chance.
on
I like
Doyle's
it.
foot. Doyle not giving any ground.
Yeah, and he wants Cope to do it again. Cope will not back down. I mean, we're taking a look at not only a great wrestler in Adam Copeland, we are taking a look at a legend. Fans, you know it as well as I do.
Nice
The
there.
great success that Copeland has had in wrestling over the years. Wow, and I don't know if he can match the strength now of Jake Doyle.
Oh, there was a blind tag there by Matt Jackson. Matt Jackson to the fray. Doyle, double back elbow. You talk about the success, the career, the legacy of Adam Copeland, Christian Cage. Similar success as well, but can they galvanize that legacy against Matt and Nick Jackson? We will find out this Sunday at All in London. And you can join us on pay-per-view on HBO Max. Visit HBO
Am I crazy or is this camera farther away than normal? The hard cam. It seems like it's really zoomed out.
Tag team perfection there. Trying to neutralize the size advantage that Doyle and Brian Cage have as Rocky Romero into the fray. He's very familiar with the Young Bucks. Multiple tag team battles. RPG Vice and the Young Bucks in Japan. As now Nick Jackson. A drop kick into the face
Right?
of Brian Cage and the Young Bucks.
He's
once
just too-
again
he's
standing
too ripped.
tall.
Great teamwork. They know, of course, each other very, very well because obviously we said it so many times, they're brothers. But Rocky Romero has been so successful in many different promotions nationwide.
And he's been a huge, I mean, internationally, Tony.
I don't
he's
like
been
when
a
he
huge
says,
thorn in
"See
the
ya."
side of the Young Bucks as Matt Jackson. Oh, wait a second, Brian Cage.
Wow, good attempt. Bad result. Oh, Nick hit hard that time.
And Brian Cage with the advantage as this trios contest continues. And
It is time
I think
to
Brian
deal
Cage looks
with
like
Saddam
a-
Hussein.
I don't know what to even say. I mean, he's like on Wolverine when he's like in his bad state of Wolverine, like in a cabin in the woods. I think he needs to grow a unibrow. That'd be funnier. Shit, I got Austin Theory. That sucks. When the roids fires his brain completely. Yeah, exactly. I feel like he's one of those candidates for we're going to find out he had a heart attack pretty soon because he's too jacked up. Oh my gosh. It makes me nervous when I see guys that ripped. Not because I'm scared of them, but because they're potential cardiac issues. Although people would say the same thing about me being fat, so I guess turnabout is fair play. Bodybuilding medal. Yeah, right. Yeah, it is. Oh man. It is a possibility, exactly. Oh, we're back.
Cage from the vertical suplex. It has been all Don Callis family over the last few moments, Tony, but right now Nick Jackson showing some signs of life and a potential tag to either his brother Matt Jackson or the Rated R superstar Adam Copeland. Just inches away.
And the power of the Don Callis family has come through. Look at it right now. Wow.
That is true. That is true.
What a man.
But Nick Jackson showing his resilience. A knee strike to Jake Doyle. Super kick for Rocky Romero. Ducks underneath, but nobody in the corner for Nick Jackson. And Cage.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait a second.
I thought he was going to lift him right out of the ring.
Instead, Brian Cage now positioning Nick Jackson awkwardly in the ropes, but instead brings him up fireman's carry from that middle rope. Dangerous territory for Nick Jackson. No.
Oh, nice. It's a lot of beef to Hurricane Rana.
I think he was going to set him up for the avalanche lung blower that time to drop him on the knees. It just seemed that way, but
That's
Nick,
such a funny name.
relentless.
Avalanche lung blower.
And Nick Jackson makes, oh no, I thought he was going to make the tag to Matt Jackson, but Copeland tags himself in, sends Rocky Romero out to the floor. Doyle legal on the other side for the Callis family, and the shoulder tackle finally brings down Jake Doyle.
It's reactionary for Nick to go to his brother, but I think right there.
I know, right? Where did everybody go? They all disappeared on us.
Right hands, back hands. Now Doyle inadvertently takes out his own partners and gets flattened by the Rated R superstar.
Look at this, man.
I think
Jaw
James
is
got
set.
distracted by
You can see the
Supercard.
expression. Watch out. Here it comes, Excalibur.
Lining up. Doyle for a spear, but Doyle, what a counter.
Oh, there it went.
Super kick.
He's playing
Intercepted
Supercard.
leg sweep by Nick Jackson.
And
Nick
so is
Matt
Micah.
working
She's
in
dusting
tandem.
cards.
Ryan Cage.
What's up, Lerone? How you
Blocked by
doing,
a
my
pair of
friend?
boots from Matt and Nick Jackson. Now Rocky Romero into the fray.
It's 144, yeah.
Whoa,
I don't blame
pull
you,
up
Darren.
short on Copeland, almost a rehash of what we saw in Mexico City a few weeks ago. Now, look at this, the roll up.
I'm excited for
Look at
Sunday
it
just
now.
because it'll be on
they
at like
barely
noon
kicked
here.
out. Right now, the Don Callis family's in control of
And it
this
won't be
match.
that late.
No doubt.
Rocky Romero sent in by Brian Cage. Now Jake
Although
Doyle
as soon as
sends
it's over, I
Cage
gotta go
across
to
the ring, and
fantasy.
Doyle
I gotta drive
charges. And
15
another
minutes to
body block
fantasy
in the
football
corner.
draft, so
Adam Copeland is in major trouble here, gentlemen.
I said the Don Callis family want to play spoilers for All in London coming up this Sunday. And if they take out the Rated R superstar, Tony, they may do exactly that. A sliced bread from Rocky Romero.
a little tired, Lerone. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't sleep very good last night, and I woke up. As soon as I got off work, I sat down on the recliner and fell asleep for about
The latest
30
that you
minutes, and
mentioned
now
is
that made
Excalibur,
me
the
even more
slice
tired.
bread, but still, Copeland is in this.
And Copeland, he had to do that one all on his own. Matt and Nick Jackson still recuperating on the outside. Or At least they were.
Ooh, there you go, J-Dog.
And out
Good.
Doyle and Rocky Romero. Doyle went head first off of our announce desk. Well, Brian Cage had his legs kicked out from under him.
Look at this.
They love to say see ya
assist
a lot.
for
Have you noticed
Copeland.
that by the Young Bucks?
By the men that will oppose him this Sunday on pay-per-view. Doyle sent down. Brian Cage sent down. Rocky Romero
Your
underneath.
mom sent down.
Romero. Double Hurricane Rana takes down Matt and Nick Jackson.
Great move, Rocky
That is
Romero.
true.
Great
I do like that one thing about All In at the curfew.
Preemptive
Jesus.
Celebration by Rocky Romero. The Young Bucks taking out Doyle and Cage on the floor, and that leaves the Rated R Superstar alone in the ring to deliver.
Nice spear.
Still the legal man, by the way.
This is over. I see clearly.
And AEW World Tag Team Champion, Adam Copeland.
Tony, it's interesting just how well these three
It's
men
so weird to see them all in the
work
same ring.
together as a unit. But 4 days from now, at All In London, they will be on opposite sides, and the AEW World Tag Team Championship will be hanging in the balance.
Well, all three are professionals. All three look to win a match regardless of who is in there. And little jawing going on right now.
Here we go. Here comes
Of course,
Christian.
There will be another individual in that match coming up this Sunday at Wembley Stadium.
Oh yeah, you're an hour behind. I
And
think
it will
it should be done before that. What time does it
this
actually
man,
start? I gotta look that up because I don't remember.
Smugly striding to the ring with the AEW World Tag Team Championship title belt and the microphone in his hand.
It starts at 11:30 my time.
I don't know how I feel about this.
The pre-show and stuff, it says. Or is
Now
that the actual
we got
show?
this love fest out of the way, Young Bucks, sit down and shut your mouths while I conduct my business. Now there's something you need to know, and it's that I do not associate with people that are beneath me. And as far as tag teams go, that's exactly what you are. Now don't get me wrong, there's no doubt how influential you've been over the course of your career, but there's a real difference between that and being legends like myself and Adam.
Happy
The type
Wednesday.
of legends
Welcome to the
they
chat.
name matches after.
Hey, baby.
The type of legends they name pay-per-views after. And this Sunday at Wembley Stadium with the tag team titles on the line, some people are calling it a dream match. It's just another day at the office for me.
So the
But
main
you both
card
are
starts
gonna
at
find
1
out
o'clock
firsthand
Eastern.
The difference between influence and legendary.
Pre-show's at 11:30 Eastern. So 10:30 my time. I love it.
Right, so they've named matches and they've even named pay-per-views after you guys. But let me ask you this question. Have they ever named a company after you? Legend?
Have they, or I mean you and Tony Khan did it by yourselves? It's like giving yourself your own nickname, right?
Last week,
B,
we
you're me.
accidentally super kicked you in your face. But if you keep running your mouth and talking down to us this week, it won't be an accident.
Yeah, it's on earlier than that, J-Dog, so that's good.
AEW World Championship title match, World Tag Team Championship title match is 4 days.
Oh, shit!
Nick Jack Trapper.
Happy Wednesday, Omar Villa.
No doubt.
Omar Villa.
I don't think he wanted to do that.
Now, Copeland did not want this to come to blows. That much is clear. But there will be nothing holding
That didn't
these
happen
men
the way that
back
he wanted to.
This Sunday at All In London.
Cope's the only man standing right now. There, Christian gets to his feet.
Christian and Copeland.
Okay.
The AEW World Tag Team Champions, at least for now. What will be the story this Sunday at All in London, when Matt and Nick Jackson challenge the Rated R superstar Adam Copeland and Christian Cage? But fans, still to come tonight, we will hear from Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF, the #2 entrant in this Sunday's Casino Gauntlet match. And we will also hear from the #1 entrant, the AEW National Champion, Andrade El Idolo, tonight from Glasgow. Plus our main event, Swerve Strickland, Jungle Jack Perry, to cap off the action tonight in Glasgow.
Tiny
Plus
Pickle.
the AEW Continental Challenge Cup semifinal round match. Who will face Jon Moxley this Sunday? Will it be Nigel McGuinness or Kyle O'Reilly?
Willow! I'm actually excited for this matchup, even though I hate you know who. I think this is going to be a fun one.
And this woman will put her AEW World Championship on the line this Sunday at All in London against her most... Oh, wait a second.
Oh no!
Sonny, we got some audio.
Mercedes is attacking again.
It seems to be Mercedes Moné, the challenger this Sunday.
I think Willow's winning too, based on the last two
Willow, this
segments.
is your last Dynamite as champion, sweetheart.
That's right. I took away you speaking to your fans.
I'm taking away this stupid hand. Not smiling so much now, huh? Because this Sunday, this is gonna be gone for good. Just like this is gonna be gone for good.
What is on her fingers?
Good luck, Willow.
Those are obnoxious.
We need some medical attention for Willow Nightingale fans. We'll try to provide an update as Dynamite continues from Glasgow.
Damn it. CEO. So frustrating. That CEO. 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 Coke. They were more than that, Joe. They were like, I don't know. They were almost... She was bordering on Edward Scissorhand Freddy Krueger almost. With those things. Jesus. James said the Naomi card is decent maxed out. All those SummerSlam cards are. Fitting for a hoe, exactly. J Dog and Hinch is only on Wednesday. That is true. Oh, you can't say shit on the chat on Supercard. CEO. CEO. Man, that's just like stuck in my head now. What is up, Xavier? Oh, we're just watching a little AEW Dynamite, chilling, enjoying our evening of Wednesday night wrestling action. I don't know if you guys saw my video, but on the Saturday of Labor Day weekend, I am going to be making my announcing debut at a pro wrestling match for one match. I don't want to do more than that. I'm kind of already nervous on how that's going to go. So, but I am, going to be doing that. So that'll be fun. Oh, we're back.
Well rested from your vacation, because we are here. It is All In Week, and a lot of the members of the Don Callis family are in some high stakes matches.
I'm back from Croatia and I'm feeling refreshed.
Oh, shut up, Don. We hate you.
Because at All In, whoever wins the world title match between Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega on the other side is going to have a surprise.
Because you see, I'll remember that.
Mark Davis has drawn a number, and if that number gets called, he is going to settle his score with Andrade, and he is going to roll through this casino gauntlet match, and he is going to bring, with a little London luck, the world title to the Don Callis family. Right, big man? Right, big man?
Okay. I'm just going to say this. I've never been a fan of Mark Davis. I don't think he's as good as... I don't know why they focus so much on him, in my opinion. Not my guy. Not my guy. I get some people like him, but not my guy.
But if Mark Davis gets into the match, if his number is called, that can most certainly complicate matters.
I'm telling you, Mark Davis is the type of man in this type of match that can prevail.
Those ladies are rocking. They're ready for a little Latino heat.
Let's bring in the...
Oh, it's MJF.
Now, how did this happen?
Oh yeah, I got the big ass card. That is such a bad logo.
The man that in his own mind never lost the AEW World Championship. He thinks that the result of MJF and Kenny Omega's match last month should have been thrown out after Will Ospreay got involved.
Cut my music, cut my music.
But MJF, desperate to prove that he is the one true champion by winning the Casino Gauntlet match and then leaving absolutely no doubt.
It's great to be here in beautiful sunny Ireland. What?
Hey, Hazel.
Scotland. What's the difference? You're all a bunch of alcoholic dork pieces of trash anyway.
Oh, James, MJF's just insulted you.
Who gives a shit? Honestly. 1 second. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, where is Andrew El Idolo? And I'm here to inform you that I paid off a couple of gentlemen to, let's just say, warm him up before Wembley. So he's not here tonight. Sorry.
Thanks, Laurel. Boo.
But you know who is here tonight? None other than your one true champion.
With a warped brain. No.
That kid is like, hell yeah, boo you.
But let's face it, folks. Let's face it. It's not like what Andrew does is exactly revolutionary, okay? I could do what El Idolo does. Come out here wearing a t-shirt like a jabroni, check. That's easy.
Is he gonna kiss some
woman?
woman?
Wearing fake jewelry. Whoops, 1 second. Check. Take a photo with a hot chick. Jim
Oh,
can
shit.
do that. Although since we're in Scotland, finding a hot woman's pretty much impossible.
Is that true, James?
All right,
If you're still here.
cameraman. In the States, this is about a 4, but here in Scotland, that's a 10. Good enough for me. I'll take a photo with you, sweetheart.
Oh, geez, I don't think she's bad looking at
Before
all.
I do, last but not least, I have to say a really crappy catchphrase. So,
Oh my God.
I have one question.
Oh, here we go.
How you know?
Yeah.
That
That was too good. That was too good.
Well, it's pretty clear that whoever Maxwell
How you
sent
know?
out that Andrade beat the hell out of to get back
How
here.
you know?
MJF
How
should
you
have
know?
better help if he wanted to take care of Andrade El Idol. Andrade.
Oh, that was funny.
Andrade and MJF.
Andrade lost his watch.
1 and 2 in the Casino Gauntlet match.
I'm
This
excited.
Sunday at All in London live on pay-per-view on HBO Max.
Each man holding up a belt. Andrade, the national champion. And of course, MJF, only a champion in his mind. He is not the true champion.
But Tony, if he wins the Casino Gauntlet match, MJF will be the top contender for the AEW World Championship. And he could potentially become AEW Men's World Champion once again. But the journey starts
That was awesome.
4 days from now at
How
Wembley
you know?
Stadium and All in London.
Hello, Scotland!
Oh God, it's Chris Jericho.
This is the biggest week in AEW.
Did I tell you
the
that-
highest of stakes? Stakes
I'll
that
tell you
I'm quite
after this.
familiar with because I've wrestled Kenny Omega in a stadium. I've wrestled Will Ospreay in a stadium. I have wrestled for the world title in a stadium. I know how important that is. And as the first AEW champion, I understand how important that is. It's something every man and woman in AEW should want to be, including me, world champion again. And that's why I'm entering the Casino Gauntlet at All In for the chance to once again be AEW champion. But I wanted to make it a little more interesting, get a little momentum heading into All In. That's why I spoke to Tony Khan. And this week on Collision, there's going to be a 6-man tag team match with Jericho, Speedball Mike Bailey, and Commander versus Tommaso Ciampa, Nick Wayne, and the member of that rat bastard Don Callis' family, Mark Davis. And it's going to happen right here in Glasgow!
Okay.
Well, big news, Tony, not just Dougzilla Mark Davis drawing a number for the Casino Gauntlet match this Sunday. Jericho.
What I was gonna say is I made that I made a
World champion in AEW.
CJ Sparkle pants because Chris's pants a couple weeks ago and he shared it
Semi-final match in the
on his Instagram. I thought that was kind of funny.
Challenge Cup set for one fall. Introducing first from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, weighing 206 pounds.
Your mom called you?
Kyle.
Well, MJF insulted you, James. But don't worry, Andrade got some vengeance for you.
The semifinals tonight, he has to go through a man with a bum leg. And that man happens to be Nigel McGuinness.
De-aging. I've noticed that.
Master of the ankle
He's kind of been morphing
That's what I was
into a
thinking.
little
And
bit
we know John
younger
Moxley
looking.
is waiting in the wings. This Sunday in the finals
Ball bag.
of the Continental Challenge Cup, the C3.
I think since he got rid of his facial hair, and he's obviously had some sort of tightening and treatments, it's made a difference.
And his opponent.
So Nigel's gonna win this, right?
Weighing 223 pounds, Nigel.
He's stressing. That could be it.
The finals are within reach, but Nigel McGuinness must get through the violent artist, Kyle O'Reilly, to reach them. Let's go to Renee Paquette for this update.
Kyle O'Reilly told me, I know that it is Nigel McGuinness's dream to compete at Wembley Stadium, but I cannot let him squander this moment for me right now. Nigel McGuinness is basically a bird with a clipped wing, and if I have to break his ankle to make it to Wembley, then so be it.
Thank you for that, Renee. Nigel McGuinness, of course, injured in his first-round match with Katsuyori Shibata. Then 1 week ago at Dynamite, Nigel, and I think, Tony, we know him pretty well. He would admit it as well.
He might have been.
To have won that match against Hechicero in the quarterfinal rounds.
Yeah, and you know, luck's a big part of being successful. You earn your own luck by putting yourself in position to get lucky. And Nigel has done that throughout his career. He's one of the greatest technical wrestlers
That is true,
we have
Darren.
ever seen.
But
And the question
again,
goes back to what you're
Nigel's
talking
UK.
about.
So
with
they,
the bad wheel, so
you
to
know, they
speak.
like to do that.
How's he going to avoid
We'll see,
Kyle
though.
O'Reilly?
And the bell sounds, and this semifinal round match.
Because it doesn't really
the
matter.
Continental
Mox is
Challenge
winning.
Cup is underway. Nigel drop toe hold attempted, trying to bring O'Reilly down to the mat. Oh, instead changes direction, brings O'Reilly down to a seated position. Remember this match in the Continental Challenge Cup, absolutely no outside interference, no time limit. There must be a winner, and that winner will face Jon Moxley this Sunday. Nigel anchoring O'Reilly in place. O'Reilly extends the hand. Nigel's unable to bring O'Reilly down to the mat. And that's a dangerous place to be. You mentioned Nigel's technical proficiency, Tony, but Kyle O'Reilly, among the most dangerous athletes in the AEW locker room when it comes to submission wrestling. Just ask finalist Jon Moxley, who tapped out not once but
Just walk
twice
out of it.
to Kyle O'Reilly's ankle lock.
Yeah, Kyle O'Reilly's the type of wrestler that really can dismantle you piece by piece. And he'll try to do that tonight. Every strike that Kyle O'Reilly hits you with has a destination, and that destination usually is a great target and right on target.
Fans, we are in the midst of the biggest year of the week, or excuse me, biggest week of the year for AEW. It is All In Week, and this Saturday, 8/7 Central on TNT and HBO Max is the Collision, the final stop before
Just
All
punch
In
him in the
Monday
ab.
meeting.
Yeah,
The
no
following
kidding.
Collision will be the countdown to All In on TNT and HBO Max, and this Sunday, the buy-in starts at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific, a special 2-hour preview for All In London, and then the big event, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, live on pay-per-view on HBO Max. It's All In London from Wembley Stadium.
Biggest week of the year, like you said, Excalibur, and there's so much excitement building. Look, how about that?
A little bit of a mix-up
Oh.
there, and the roll-up.
So close.
Boy, that is some savvy wrestling, and that has Kyle O'Reilly ticked off.
Kyle's not
often
happy.
that Kyle O'Reilly gets outfoxed that easily, but Nigel McGuinness had one up on O'Reilly. And O'Reilly throws the kick. We saw how Nigel reacted last week in the match with Hechicero when Hechicero was targeting Nigel's ankle. Nigel went after the mask of Hechicero. Now, instead, Nigel cross chops on the throat, attacking the windpipe, and then the headbutt. Nigel back. Oh, Nigel went for the headbutt once again, but front guillotine by Kyle O'Reilly. Nigel frees himself, wrenches the arm of O'Reilly, and O'Reilly once again attacks.
Ooh. That was
the
quite
leg,
slap.
And now rapid fire shots, leg swept out, and Nigel immediately comes up clutching that left ankle.
Man, Kyle O'Reilly hit him with everything that time.
And Nigel, he was trying to get out of the ring to evade Kyle O'Reilly, but O'Reilly a step ahead of McGuinness. And now Nigel, you can see very clearly hobbling on that left leg.
These two men are one victory away from Wembley.
Oh, damn.
Victory away from Jon Moxley, who will advance to the Continental Challenge Cup Finals. Will it be Nigel McGuinness?
I gotta run
will
to
it
the
be
restroom
Kyle
quick.
O'Reilly?
All of a
We will
sudden,
find out
I
tonight.
think the McDonald's kicked in. I'll be right back. I'm going to mute the commercial. I got to pee really bad. Okay. Whew. Yeah, that was not good. Great chaos. It didn't work.
He's been attacking not just the ankle, as we saw a few moments ago, but the left arm of Kyle O'Reilly. We saw
much better
Jon
now.
Moxley leave his semifinal round match potentially with an arm injury. That will be something that bears monitoring as the tournament, as the culmination of the tournament approaches this Sunday, 4 days away in Wembley Stadium. Nigel again looking for the London Dungeon, but O'Reilly, good submission defense, scooting around, and now an up kick from O'Reilly. Nigel coming off. O'Reilly ready for it. Solid knee strike, the chest of McGinnis. And now O'Reilly on the move, looking for the PK. Oh! Nigel, wait a second, cover here, lateral press. Nigel, I think for a moment.
23
the cross arm breaker.
subs in a row.
Just by instinct,
3
I think,
subs.
put his foot
Almost
up
2
to
years.
intercept
Oh,
the
yeah.
PK, but that's how he injured
That's
that
crazy.
ankle in the match with Katsuyori Shibata in the first round, Tony.
Yeah, put the foot up. They collided. And, of course, the ankle, we didn't think that Nigel could compete after the first round. We thought, just like Eddie.
Oh, wait a second. The roll through.
This is it.
Beginning of the end for Nigel McGinnis.
Better make it quickly. Good job.
Nigel made it.
Had that ankle in his grip. Oh, and a stomp. I think the only lucky thing for Nigel McGinnis, that was a stop. It looked to me more on the calf than on the ankle or the Achilles.
Well, the fans were booing Kyle that time for the stomp of the leg, but you do what it takes to try to win a match. I agree with that. Oh, look at that. Nigel is just amazing what he can do in the ring.
What are we
wait
doing
a
here?
second. Tower London off the ropes with O'Reilly. He's ready for it. A sleeper from Kyle O'Reilly. And just a chop block to the back of that injured left
Kyle's
leg.
really
And now
been
O'Reilly
throwing in the dirty
transitions,
moves in
looking
this
for a
match.
sleeper. Here he doesn't have to attack the ankle, Tony, to put Nigel McGinnis out. But Nigel separates the grip, rolls back. This is how he beat Shibata.
Oh.
But O'Reilly kicks out.
Nice, Joe.
No, counter by Kyle. And oh no, Kyle now this time with the counter, pinning predicament.
Oh,
and
that was
Nigel,
close.
A narrow escape.
Wow. Man, with Nigel, you know, there's muscle memory in there. You just simply cannot erase the way he counters, the way he moves in the ring. But every time, and rightfully so, Kyle just comes right back to the ankle.
Now, elbows being exchanged, center of the ring. The only previous encounter between these two men, so stylistically similar, was 2 years ago at All in London when both men entered the Casino Gauntlet match. You could see the eye of Kyle O'Reilly dinged up from the strikes of Nigel McGinnis, but ducks underneath, rolls through one, two. Nigel kicks out. No, Nigel rolls up Kyle one. Oh, but O'Reilly.
A little late there. A little late there, ref. Aubrey.
Well, look at that, O'Reilly.
The arm captured as Kyle O'Reilly. You see that mouse underneath the right eye.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle O'Reilly.
He is a nasty
Nigel
looking.
leaving everything he has in the ring.
Swollen
But,
spot
wait a
there.
second, now transitions. Now it's Nigel's turn to punish O'Reilly. You saw O'Reilly immediately get that grip from off his eye, off his orbital bone, and Nigel now floats through. Got O'Reilly flattened out.
Great wrestling, great counter wrestling by
Jesus.
both men. This is amazing what we're watching.
And, now O'Reilly attacking the ankle. But Nigel counters. O'Reilly attempts to float through. Does so, and into the ankle lock. Almost like a single leg crab, but with the ankle attacked.
I say that is not
Yeah, it
good for
appeared that
Nigel.
Kyle was underneath the ropes, but he quickly pivoted.
And Nigel desperately pawing at the
Isn't
ropes,
that technically
and he makes
tapping?
a
I'm just
really
saying.
tap. He is on the verge. To the bottom rope.
Oh, he just made
Referee
it.
Aubrey Edwards breaks the hold.
It's a big moment in the match, Excalibur. It could have been the end, like you said, but Nigel survived to continue.
O'Reilly McGinnis up to a vertical position. And Nigel, those uppercuts rocking the jaw of O'Reilly. O'Reilly changes tack, attacks the body, attacks the
It tells you how
leg.
much you
Nigel,
have if
side
you go on
headlock to the rope shoulder. Oh, I think both men might have gone. Nigel comes back, a thunderous lariat. 2, 3, no, O'Reilly.
Oh, I'll have to check that out. I haven't been on there forever. I don't really have a lot of Funkos, but I always like going on the app and looking at them.
Or pushed, I should say, by the left skeleton. On the left side, one of his premier moves.
Now Nigel into the London dungeon, attacking that arm of Kyle O'Reilly. Can Kyle O'Reilly endure?
Kyle's tapping. Nigel Mox. Just like I said.
Advancing to the finals, Nigel McGuinness.
Tony, I would call this a Cinderella story, but Cinderella had 2 functional
Oh,
legs
I
and
see.
2 glass
That makes
slippers.
sense.
Nigel McGuinness somehow
I didn't know if he just went on eBay or something and saw what they were selling for.
punches his ticket to Wembley
But that makes
Stadium
sense.
this Sunday, 4 days away.
A disappointed Kyle O'Reilly, but how about Nigel McGuinness?
Kyle's face is brutal.
Come tonight, our main event, Jungle Jack Perry and Swerve Strickland one-on-one. But how about this trios match coming up next? Divine Dominion and Persephone challenge with Brawlin' Birds at Maya World.
We're doing our
Yes.
best to make sure
I'm loving
every
these
fighter is
triple
your
threats
best
they've had
one.
lately.
But we
These
know mistakes happen.
Trios
We're here to
trios
make it-
matches with the ladies. They're at least getting them on TV. Good night, James. See ya for SmackDown. I see. That makes sense, J-Dog. Oh, man. Do 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 do. Well, we are. Oh, we got about an hour left. Not a bad little go home show. Oh yeah, yeah. He's just a puppy. Just a puppy. Yeah, he's 27. So yeah, there's a lot younger people. He's not Nick Wayne young. That douchebag. Oh, purple hair lady. Why is OJ Simpson on my screen? Oh, is that when they dressed him up like the white guy? Yeah. I forgot we had the OJ prank show. Ah, I see.
Title the family, but with what we saw last week between Kyle and Kazuchika Okada, do you still feel like that's the best plan?
What you saw, I mean, Renee, what are you going to believe? Me or your lying eyes? Here's the deal. There's always competition amongst alpha athletes. But at the end of the day, what I expect from this family is you run the play as called. Right, Kyle?
Kyle, what's your opinion?
Look,
I'd do whatever Don
said it last
says.
week. I trust Don. I trust this man with all my heart. I owe so much to him. So
he's
I
been stealing Braun
am
Breaker's
absolutely
Tanner
100%
again.
willing to run the play at All In. I think the question then becomes, is Okada willing to?
Kyle, the most important thing is family. You can trust me.
I can trust you? I can trust you to do what exactly? Because I got jumped from behind by Takeshita last week, and you, surprise, surprise, were nowhere to be seen. So I can trust you to do what?
See? You're always thinking about yourself. Family, Kyle. Family.
The tension within the Don Callis family palpable as the three-way match for the AEW International Championship is just 4 days away. Kyle Fletcher, Kazuchika Okada, and Konosuke Takeshita.
The following trios contest
Oh yeah, Persephone.
introducing first from El Paso, Texas. She is
Hell
the
yeah.
CMLL World Women's Champion,
I love Persephone.
Persephone has very quickly established herself as a massive threat here in AEW, Tony. And she is going to have two incredibly imposing teammates in this trios contest.
Yeah, the most dominant women's tag team.
And the most boring tag team on the planet.
From the heavens to the underworld.
That's your future wife.
You rise as your tag team champions enter the arena. And when you stand before us, you will bow down.
Joining her, they are the AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions, Megan Payne and Lita Cross, the Divine Dominion.
They have been akin to an overwhelming force of nature since Lena Cross and Megan Payne set their sights on the AEW
this
Women's
is.
World Tag Team Championship. And this
I feel like we could have. They could just be so much better if they had personalities.
Test yet in the Brawling Birds, Jamie Hayter and Alex Windsor. The Birds are going to have the hometown advantage, Tony. But Megan Payne and Lena Cross, I would say, are going to have the physical advantage.
Yeah, it's pretty apparent. Take a look at the size of these two ladies, the demeanor. No women's tag team in AEW has ever gotten off to a better start than their 16-0-1 record.
Maya World. I didn't add the S at the end of her name this time.
Speaking of fantastic champions, the It Girl.
And their opponents, TBS champion Maya World and Alex Windsor and Jamie Hayter, the Brawling Birds.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, Tony, the Brawling Birds
Hell
will be
yeah.
challenging for the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship this Sunday at Wembley Stadium, all in London. Maya World, the TBS champion. Unfortunately for her, she came up short against Willow Nightingale this past Saturday at Collision, but she still remains one of the hottest rising stars in the sport today.
No doubt what Maya World has brought into AEW. A lot of confidence, a lot of excitement. Speaking of excitement, can you get any more exciting than what the Brawling Birds bring to the ring? These two women just love to fight, among other things.
Here we go.
And Megan Payne starting things out for her side. The TBS champion, Maya World, starting things out for hers. Collar and elbow tie-up. A battle that Maya is unlikely to win anytime soon against Megan Payne.
Yeah, just look at the size difference. Good drop step that time by Maya. Try to get any, oh, jeez. Get shoved off again. And Maya's not going to win that shoulder tackle competition.
You're big and strong.
Maya World not only giving up
boring
size to Megan Payne, but giving up experience as well. But Maya has shown that that has not been defining factor, a decisive factor in her battles. Picking up the win over Hikaru Shida to win the TBS Championship. I think just about everybody counted Maya World out except for Maya World.
Yeah, sometimes you draw to that. Sometimes it makes you a stronger person, a stronger athlete when no one believes in it.
Lena Cross, repeated shots to the midsection of Maya World. Quick tag out to Persephone. And Persephone. Open-handed shot to Maya World in the running back elbow.
Little taunting going on. How about that?
The more I think about it, Tony, this is an extremely formidable trio in Persephone and Divine Dominion. But speaking of formidable, in comes Alex Windsor, the waist lock. Persephone reverses. Braun Birds, they've had their eyes on the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championships for quite a while and now find themselves just 4 days away from a huge opportunity in Wembley Stadium. Big kick from Jamie Hayter.
Soon as the Brawling Birds get in, the pace of the match quickens, gets more physical.
Yeah, Tony, we talked about the strength of the champions, Divine Dominion, but Jamie Hayter, Alex Windsor, they hit like a ton of bricks as well.
They do. Oh, look at that.
They're just fun to watch.
World, courtesy of Jamie Hayter and
all
Windsor,
three of the baby faces in this match are just fun to watch.
Tandem suplex on Persephone.
That's the thing I love about them.
I like the work into this trios team. You can tell. I mean, they've never worked together before, but they seem very seamless right now.
From the middle rope, Maya World, the moonsault. Jamie Hayter, the cover. Shoot. Persephone able to kick out as this trios contest continues on Dynamite from Glasgow, Scotland.
Who are you people?
You taking to the bar fight with you? Hell yeah.
We protect the world.
Hell yeah, we are. I'd have them anytime. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Whoa, that was loud.
What year of school?
I know, you know, as much as I do like those ladies, I have to say, still Persephone. I don't know though. I love me some Jamie Hayter. Pubs, you got some pretty nice pubs in downtown Detroit. Nice. What did I see is coming to Detroit soon? Oh, it's the National, isn't it? There, I think next there. Is it next year? The National Sports Card Collector Convention. Do 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 do. I'm not sure where it's at, but it's got to be a big convention center because it's huge. I can't remember how many thousands of people they had there this year, but it was insane how big it got. I think it goes there for next year, then it's in Chicago for a year or two again, and then it goes somewhere else. Yeah, so it's probably there, more than likely then. Maybe I should go, and you can go with me, J-Dog, and we'll see Logan Paul there, and we can go, ew. And we can yell at him.
We
Give
are
him the finger.
back here from Glasgow, Scotland, and we are just 4 days away from All in London, where Divine Dominion will put their AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship
guy
on the line
sucks.
against the Brawling Birds, and one half of the Brawling Birds, Jamie Hayter, Tony, has been singled out for the last few minutes.
Yeah, Jamie Hayter is going to go into Wembley in a matter of 4 days.
But yeah, we could definitely get the crowd doing that. This guy stinks. That's what it is. God damn it, I can't remember the end. As many times as I've heard it, my brain has not been working today. Work was not fun today because of that. The lack of sleep just destroyed me today.
And Lena Cross just blew right past referee Stephon Smith. He seems to be losing control of this one, Tony.
Yeah, I'd love to see Jamie Hayter fight back now. Let's see what she's got. Right now, the Brawling Birds.
Both birds are in the ring. Kitty slapping.
Hayter and Windsor.
Oh.
Bain takes down Windsor, but Jamie Hayter takes down Lena Cross, and now Megan Bain lining up Jamie Hayter. A defiant scream, and both women
Jesus
swinging for the
Christ.
fences.
Big collision at the middle. Fans love it here in Glasgow. And you see Maya World wants to tag in.
And across the ring, Persephone extending her arm to Megan Bain, one half of the AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions, Jamie Hayter. Trying to bring
Jamie is
herself
gassed
up,
right
bring
now. She is
herself to
breathing
the
hard.
Tag in the TBS champion, the It Girl, Maya World. Maya trying to urge on Jamie Hayter.
Yes, sir.
And tag made. Tag made in the opposite side as well. Maya World leaves her feet twice in quick succession, brings Persephone down. The bypass into the ropes. He has, and
Give me fire, Logan
Persephone.
Paul.
Persephone
Give me fire,
receiving
Logan
end of a
Paul.
quick combination from Maya World. Now the It Girl coming off with a leg drop on 2.
Paul, can
And
we
Maya
fire
World very
Logan
nearly
Paul?
caught Persephone there, Tony.
She is explosive and feeling it right now. And obviously, Jamie Hayter, as
I couldn't
see,
not help it.
Looking for this
On CM
bridging
Punk's body
suplex
still.
is Maya World, but in comes Megan Bain.
Nope.
No. Maya World attempting
really
to
should
cause
switch
a
him
Dora
back.
into a stunner. Megan Bain cut off Lena Cross.
Oh my God.
But in comes Alex Windsor. A spear from Persephone. But Jamie Hayter underneath. Back breaker. But Hayter not out of the woods yet.
Oh no.
Megan Bain brings down one half of this Sunday's challengers. Turns her focus back to Maya World. Now, perhaps a little divine retribution. No. German suplexes by the Brawling Birds. Persephone from the top.
I feel like we should make that happen.
Excalibur, we are seeing some great action. And the fans love every bit of this.
Oh, Persephone. Lariat takes the TBS champion off her feet.
You don't deserve to be TBS champ.
And you heard that? Persephone says Maya does not deserve to be TBS champion. Persephone. Now look at, wait a second. No, Maya escapes to her feet, sends Persephone into the ropes. Maya.
Oh!
In the middle with the stunner. Cover 2. No! The champions, the AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions, Divine Dominion, pulling the TBS champion out to the floor.
It was
What the
unfortunate
hell?
positioning that time for Maya. Too close to the edge. Easily pulled out by the Divine Dominion.
Jamie Hayter diving crossbody, caught by the champ for Windsor, the Cannonball Senton.
Nice.
Well, you could tell when
Windsor,
they were
come on.
Jamie Hayter, they had no
Cheer the
idea
crowd. That was
where
good.
to put her.
Now things breaking down between champions and challengers. The Wizard Persephone.
Oh no!
The Divine Dominion
Boo.
and Birds fighting out towards the entryway. They may fight all the way to Wembley. And it looks like that Maya is
This
out.
might be it.
It looks like this match is going to end.
Persephone from the top.
Jesus.
Zone, the frog splash and the win.
That's it.
Here are your winners, Persephone and the AEW Women's World Tag Team Champion, the Divine Dominion.
Fans, let's take you back to 1 week ago. Tragic circumstances for Darby Allin, the Pyro going
question in the jam. Tonight I got answers, especially for Darby Allin. Let's talk face to face. Before you make your way down this ring, I need you to prove to me that you ain't got no weapons on you.
It's Michael Bay.
What the hell?
That's funny.
Either that was the luckiest pyro malfunction of Kevin Knight's life. Oh my God, Darby is totally defenseless right now. Oh my goodness. Kevin Knight may have put Darby Allin back in the hospital. Stephen Borden right there, that's his son Sting, for those that don't know.
You get caught up in them crosshairs. Big boy is playing.
I'm glad we got Stephen Borden in AEW now.
He wasn't ready for it anyway.
Allergies keeping you up? Take Zyzol at night. It lasts up to 6 times longer than Benadryl, relieving allergies the entire night. So you wake refreshed for a productive next day. Be wise, old. Take Zyzol at night.
Done.
Okay, you're signed up and saving
Oh,
big
yeah,
on a
spread
home and
meat
auto bundle
commercial.
from
Sorry,
Progressive.
I was thinking about All In. Like I said, my brain has just been off today. Definitely going to get some good sleep after this is over. I should drink some water too. What does AEW need tonight, J-Dog? Table therapy. Well, we might see that yet. I feel like there's a chance. I can't wait till this stupid election so we can get these stupid political campaign ads off my TV. It's just depressing. If not Sunday, we'll definitely deliver some good old... Oh yeah, we'll definitely get some table therapy Sunday. I can guarantee that. Mike Rogers. Yeah, we have different ones here, obviously. It's just one right after another. And it's always the same one. And they're all pretty much full of shit. They're all lying. Yes, Joe, that sucks. Swerve!
Your Dynamite main event is set for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Prince Nana from Tacoma, Washington.
Whose house?
240 pounds.
Swerve's house.
The former AEW World Champion Swerve Strickland, who as of late, Tony,
It's Micah's house. It's the Trash Panda's house.
Trios Championship, but also has his eyes on settling scores with Bandito, Brody King, and of course Hangman Adam Page.
When you are as successful as Swerve Strickland has been, you are going to have problems with athletes. Of course, the problems that he has
Your favorite
with
cousin?
Hangman Adam Page, long and well documented.
Fans before we turn our attention to our main event, you are watching AEW on TBS, brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle home, auto, or motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com.
Man, we're having a lot of fun here in Glasgow, Excalibur, and on Sunday, our biggest event of the year, and we can't wait to get there, but let's see what this match has to offer. It could get very, very violent.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I know. I liked his old theme better. I don't mind the new one, but it's just the other one. The crowd got into it more. You can tell it's almost harvest time. Why is that?
2 weeks ago, after Jack Perry's first round loss to John Moxley in the Continental Challenge Cup, Jack was saying that
Look at the guy in the red. He's like,
he felt better than ever, and he was going to set his
he was
sights
just
on
like
the World Championship.
super animated.
Strickland interrupted Jack, telling him that he lacked the killer instinct required to become champion. And Jack on a mission tonight to prove to Swerve.
oh yeah, no, I've been dying. Well, I've been dying allergy-wise for like most of the summer, but yeah, the one they've really been kicking up the last 3-4 days. Like my nose is constantly running. That's part of the reason I couldn't sleep last night, because my nose was so clogged up. I had to get up and blow my nose multiple times to start feeling better, so I could at least breathe on my CPAP.
All right, here, what a main event, man.
Bell sounds, main event is underway. And Swerve mocking this raucous crowd here in Glasgow for their support of Jungle Jack Perry.
Swerve saying, I hear it, man. You got him behind you.
Yeah, my eyes are killing me too. Plus, then it makes me tired.
His hands behind his back, offering his chin to Jack Perry.
Oh,
Jack
it's called Hit
side
Different.
headlock.
Interesting. I don't know. I like the old one better.
How about that? I thought
It's not bad though. The
clip
new
him
one.
right in the face. Snatched the side headlock.
Swerve.
Oh, man.
No, that's not it at all,
Swerve
Darren.
the
I've had
contact,
bad allergies
redirected
forever.
That shoulder tackle, sending Perry down to the mat.
Now, we just said it before. If the Swerve came back
It definitely
from
ain't
injury,
that.
I thought he looked stronger and in better shape than ever.
Swerve trying to undermine the confidence of Jack Perry. Jack will poke to the eyes. And now Perry on the move, shoulder tackle, sent Swerve reeling.
Swerve had said Excalibur. He said, listen, you're
Yeah,
not on
that's
my
what
level.
it's called,
And I
Darren.
think
It's
Jack
we
took
live in the middle
exception
of
to that.
cornfields.
Perry falls over, Swerve Strickland steps up, working on it, takes Strickland down. But Swerve just truck Jack
Like,
with that lariat.
we don't have
Good man,
forests
we've had
here.
a
We are
fantastic time here in
cornfields,
Glasgow. The
and we have
action
little groups of
continues
trees around
this
houses.
Saturday night.
Like we
8,
don't.
7
That,
Central on
that's
TNT,
it's all corn
HBO
otherwise.
Max Collision. The final stop before All In London. Immediately following Collision, the countdown to All In, and then the buy-in starts this Sunday. Special 2-hour buy-in this Sunday, 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific time, and then All In London live on pay-per-view on HBO Max, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific.
I need to get a new
just
wake-up
4 days away
alarm if I
this
need it,
Sunday.
just in case, because my old one,
Wembley
I slept through 3 of them last
Visit
week.
HBOMax.com/AEW to join us on pay-per-view for our biggest event of the calendar year.
Those are some heavy hands from Swerve, man. He is slugging the side of the head of Jack Perry. He is laying him in.
The hammer throw sent Perry into the corner, but Jack Bandera
That is
elevates
kinda
Swerve
fun
over
to
the
watch.
top, and a body blow from Strickland, slowing down Jack Perry. Perry kicks the legs, frees himself from the grip of Strickland. Now Jack Perry on the move. What does he have in mind? Over the top, looking for a powerbomb on the floor. Swerve clinging on to the middle rope. And man, Swerve delivers the stop square in the chest of Jack Perry.
Swerve not only showing great strength, but great balance to prevent from going on the floor that time.
Low drop kick sends Swerve crashing down. And Jack Perry
The island version of Iowa.
From the middle turn, buckle, no, swerve once again, using his power and
oh
my God! Into the post and off the steps. Jack Perry goes down and Swerve Strickland stands tall. Wembley Stadium.
We're almost, well, I mean, 2 of our 4 borders are rivers, so I mean, we're kind of like half island. Not really, but I can't remember what that word is they call that. That is true. Although I don't do that anymore. I just go to work and I go home and go to wrestling shows in the grocery store. I'm boring now. So I watched Lantern. Lanterns is a little. I don't know if anybody has been watching Lanterns or watched episode 2, but you really got to pay attention to watching Lanterns because it's a little confusing in my opinion. It's been good. I think it'll be good. It's one of those shows I think by episode 4 or 3 I can really be into, but it's taking a while to get there like a lot of shows these days. Yes, it is. He's older, and he's got a mentor now that he's mentoring. But it's been pretty good. I've enjoyed it for what it is. But like I said, I feel like it's one of those ones you got to watch, and then you get about 3 or 4 episodes in, then you finally get into why this show could be amazing. That's how it is here, Micah. The bar in my town is like, at least late at night, is like 5 people. Or sometimes even less. Or sometimes there's like 1 or 2 people in it. I feel like we may have similar type towns. Here we go.
Scotland, all in London, just 4 days away, but right now, Swerve Strickland.
It's hard, like I said, Darren. I'm hoping by 3 or 4.
Main event, Swerve said Jack Perry lacks the killer instinct to become AEW
I don't know.
World Champion.
I used to think that, but I've been to some other small towns like the same size as mine, and like they'll have like 20 people in the bar. And I'm like, what the heck's this shit?
And he knows he can do it.
Like, there's a town 10 miles south of me, and it's like that. There's like 20, 30 people in the bar at like 11:30 at night.
And Swerve bringing Perry up. Powerbomb. No, perhaps. Instead. Oh, whoa. Attacking the shoulders, the arms of Jack Perry.
But then you go to,
Really
they only have 1
punishing.
bar, but if you go to Ogona,
Jack with this
there's like
submission hold.
5 bars in that town.
See
And
Jack trying to free his
there'll
left
be
hand,
40,
doing
50
everything he
people in
can. No, he's reaching for the ropes instead.
But I don't go over there anymore.
A hair's
You just
breadth
ask me to
away.
get
Swerve
pulled
trying to
over.
rehook that arm. He does. Now Perry frees the right arm. Elbows to the back of the head of Strickland. And Jack.
Wow. Great counter move, Jack Perry.
Flash of brilliance from Jack Perry, who now sliding.
Oh, he's caught.
Swerve intercepts. And now Swerve looking for big pressure maybe on the floor, but Jack Perry instead
Nice.
off the apron of the ring, and Swerve goes down hard.
Swerve's just trying to roll out of the way right now. Boy, Jack Perry, a surge of energy, a second wind, if you will. And he's not done here, Excalibur. Here he goes.
And Jack between the second and third rope. Now Jack Perry once again turning on the jets. And there's the tope suicida. Swerve, though, still stayed on his feet. Jack Perry.
It's only sports cards.
Make it 3 over the top.
It's the National Sports Card Convention. But they do have wrestling cards.
Perry not done yet.
But no TCG at this one. It's like the biggest card convention in the country.
High-risk maneuvers, high-risk moves by both men, but especially here Jack Perry.
And that thumping, that was Prince Nana pounding on
There's
the
a bar in
steel
Algona
steps,
that
trying
does
to
that,
urge
but
on
they've
his man, Swerve
never
Strickland,
got
but Jack
caught for some
Perry
reason.
has retaken the advantage in this match. And Perry out trying to find his footing on the top rope, but wasted too much time. Swerve Strickland.
Find his footing was the right call there, Excalibur. Couldn't find it.
Swerve. Vaults off back into the ring. Jack Perry. Moonsault lands on his feet behind Strickland, and a DDT from Perry. 1, 2, no.
Ooh.
Necessity,
So
the
close.
mother of invention for Jack Perry. I'm not sure that's what he intended, Tony, but that DDT almost paid huge dividends.
It just shows the athletic ability.
Yeah, I'll have to see what's gonna when it is. I can't remember when it is next year and what's going on, but I gotta kind of plan out what I'm spending next year.
You could hear that one.
Chop to the chest, but Perry.
Because I'm
absorbed the
debating if I
contact.
go to Squared Circle, because that's later in the year now. I think it's in May. It's in May next year.
World champion Swerve Strickland.
Normally it's in March or
Swerve
April,
changes
so
levels, buckles the knee. Now looking for the house call.
the
No,
Nationals
Perry
in
rolls
July.
through. Perry, thrust kick. Caught Swerve flush on the jaw. Jack Perry looking for the knee strike.
Or the end of August, or beginning of I can't remember. Beginning of August, maybe.
Out, Jack Perry.
Combine
Oh, that
that with
makes
the
sense.
fact that Jack was rushing out of the corner. What a house call that was.
Swerve, stop.
Oh my God!
Rolls through, snap trap, center of the ring.
Oh, he's got it. Jack's gonna win this thing.
I think just tapped. Swerve just went like this.
What a counter by Jack Perry on the Swerve stomp. Can he submit? Can he force Swerve Strickland to submit? Swerve
Oh, he's got his fingers.
wrenching at the fingers of Perry.
Yeah, it's working here, Excalibur. It's work. Oh, yeah, it worked. No.
Oh, Jack still with the legs hooked. Rolls over, pinning predicament. Swerve pumped those powerful legs, able to kick out. Jack went for the knee strike. Swerve rolls through, maintains control of the head of Jack Perry. Perry counters, Hurricane Rana. Swerve barely kicked out.
Yeah, many fans thought it was over, but Bryce Remsburg was right there. Wow, what a match we're
Yeah, he's getting more and more looking like his dad all the time.
Perry the back elbow from the middle rope, hops backwards. Was attempting perhaps a poison Rana.
If he had the same haircut, it'd be very scary how similar they look.
The Cazadora blocked. Swerve, a handful of hair, trying to bring Perry up from the mat. He does, he hooks. Jack,
Jesus.
pressure. And Swerve scores the win.
There we go. Swerve's house.
Man, Swerve had to fight through that.
And Swerve
Luke Perry, who passed away, Joe.
seeming to tell Jack Perry,
The actor. Beverly Hills 90210, I think, right?
inch away, half a heartbeat away from beating me. But you didn't. And Swerve, despite the impressive effort by Jack Perry, your winner tonight.
No, I mean,
in our
like I
Dynamite
said,
main
the same
event here in
hairstyle.
Glasgow.
It's not the same hairstyle. It's not 90s long hairstyle. If he styled it exactly the same, it'd be crazy.
Speaking of World Championship,
This Sunday, less than 4 days away, our main event will be Kenny Omega putting the AEW World Championship on the line against Will Ospreay. An emotionally charged battle for the richest prize in our sport. Sunday, all in London on pay-per-view. Let's take a look at the preparations of the champion and the challenger.
Real talk, man. I'm a hero. I'm your hero, huh?
A 10-year chase to try and be just as good as you.
You've never seen me as anything more. You've never seen me as your equal. For all the people that are gonna watch me at the Tokyo Dome and watching you just not quite ready to grab that torch yet.
You came into New Japan and you tore apart my life in front of so many people that I worked so hard in front of, man.
Well, look in the mirror and look what I've done to you.
You showed me no mercy, you showed no remorse.
And how is that so much more different from when you disrespected me?
Asperger sees the girls hair out.
Remember me!
It's a
I'm
good
the
song.
guy you left covered in my own blood and the Tokyo Dome. I'm back for revenge.
I don't know if he said semi-long hair, but not really ever long hair.
20 years has gone by, and I still think about that night. That victory.
They definitely do go hard with WWE packages, that's for damn sure.
This is the biggest night of my life. Wembley Stadium, in front of my family, in front of my wife, in front of my mum, in front of my kids.
There's a lot riding on this. Not just for you, for me.
Right?
I'm your countrymen.
Me and JJ
all
were
your
talking
friends,
about
all
that.
your family. You're gonna fail again.
I have to be better than you. I have to do it
She's
away
like
from
Miss-
Don
she's like
Callis.
Miss- the
I have to
biggest
do it
Kenny
away
fan,
from the
and,
Death Rise. I have to do it
Your boy
by
is
myself.
just horrible
And I
right
know
now,
I can
the way
do
he's
it
acting.
Because it's been a 10-year chase.
His acting is horrible, I should say. This is a great song for this video package. Watching this video package. I must have. Kenny's promos have always been weird. He just speaks so weird.
I'm not satisfied.
It's like he over dramatizes his verbiage and his enunciation, and it's just annoying as fuck.
And I'm going to do it with honor. I'm going to do it with pride. And I'm going to do it when it matters the most.
Warning, the following program contains scenes of graphic
Whoa, is that
stupidity
it?
among life.
Are we ending early? Probably because it was taped. Wow, it was only 2 hours. Holy shit, I'm not used to that. Well, everybody, thanks for joining me. Good night, Joe. I'll be here for SmackDown Friday, and then we'll be doing All In on Sunday. We're going to have some Sunday morning brunch / lunch with AEW. I'll have to get a pizza made or something, and I'll eat pizza on stream while we watch. Mojo, yeah, I could see that. I know what you're talking about. But yeah, holy crap. Yeah, they taped Collision after. Yeah, I knew that. I honestly, Darren, I never watched Collision. I watched clips. I just got other shit to do on Saturdays is my thing, and I just never get around to watching it. But anyways, everybody have a great Thursday. Hopefully I'll see you guys Friday. If not, see you Sunday. So, good night, Hazel. Good night, Lerome. Good night, Micah. Thanks, J-Dog. Good night, J-Dog. Just thanks for hanging in with me tonight for Dynamite. Good show tonight, honestly. Good night, Darren. I am getting out of here. We'll see you guys next time. I'm going to go get some sleep.